I'm Adam Collins. This is Crick Buzz Centre Stage here at Taunton, where today we've seen a classic World Cup game between Australia and Pakistan. The margin of 41 runs does not reflect just how the game twisted and turned all the way through the 7 hours they were playing. It was a real fantastic advertisement for the format of 50 over cricket. Australia was sent in on a green top. They had to work really hard. Some excellent bowling from Mohammad Amir, who went on to take 5 for 30, but early on he could not find the outside edge, could not find the woodwork, but he bowled superbly. His swing and seam were absolute top class, but Finch got through the early interrogation, as did Warner. Finch made 82, smacked some huge sixes, and just made sure that throughout the partnership with Warner, he was keeping the run rate ticking over. And Warner batted with a sense of urgency that we perhaps didn't see at the Oval on Sunday, which he later talked about. The foundation was laid. They mixed around with the batting order. Steve Smith came up, as did Glenn Maxwell. It didn't quite come off, which meant that the wickets fell at regular enough intervals that the base they laid did not push them up towards the 350 or even 400 mark that looked possible after 20 or 30 overs. In the end, they were bowled out for the third time in a row inside their 50 overs. They were bowled out for 307, which didn't appear overly chaseable early when Pakistan were coming out to bat. Fakhar Zaman, we know how crucial he is in these chases for Pakistan. He was out for a duck thanks to Pat Cummins bowling and Kane Richardson down on the fence at third man. Babar Azam batted, looked like $1 million with the blade. He hit some glorious cover drives, but he got out down in the corner as well, hooking out of nowhere. He lost his wicket. There was a consolidation, but wickets fell in clumps at the wrong time. They lost 4 wickets in the middle of the innings, which left them reeling at 160 for 6. And we thought game over, but in keeping with the theme of the day, that wasn't game over at all. We saw Hassan Ali and then Wahab Riaz hit some enormous sixes. They would not lie down. They would not say die, alongside the captain Sarfraz Ahmed. And it took some very cagey bowling at the death from Mitchell Starc and a really nice run out from Glenn Maxwell at the very end to ensure that Australia took the 2 points. The all-important 2 points, given how much rain has flooded this tournament through the course of the last week. Now, after play, David Warner, who made his 100 today, his first international 100 since spending a year in exile after the sandpaper farrago, actually fronted the cameras, which in itself is newsworthy. It's the first time that Warner has done a proper press conference since his ban concluded. And here he was saying that there were times when he never thought he might make another 100 for Australia.
Yeah, definitely. There was always that going through my mind, and I think that's what drove me to keep being as fit as I can, keep scoring as many runs as I can in the 2020 tournaments that I was playing in. Grade cricket, really enjoyed going out there, and we used regulation balls back in Sydney, and that was a challenge in itself to get used to that. The different obscure fields that were being set because the wickets are a tad slower. I really enjoyed all that. It was really, really hard work, and I think going through those tough times and sort of regrouping with myself to put myself in the best position to come back to international cricket. I did everything I could. I really, really knuckled down and trained, my backside off. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity again. And as I said before, I'm just really looking forward to what's coming ahead of us here in the World Cup. Pumped to be back, and the boys are on fire here. We've got a great, group harmony. A lot of smiles on the faces, as you can see, and a lot of the training sessions and out in the field. So look, I'm pumped.
For Sarfraz Ahmed and Pakistan's part, it's a slightly bleaker story. They did have their opportunities today, several of them. It was a really fantastic game of cricket. I can't emphasise that enough. But they know next they play the men in blue. They play India at Old Trafford on Sunday. Talk about a blockbuster. Cricket games do not get any bigger than this. And here was the Pakistan captain reflecting on what comes next.
Yeah, definitely, if you take a positive in this match, definitely Mohammad Amir bowled really well, and after that Wahab Riaz played really well. He made a crucial inning, and Hassan Ali as well. Definitely these type of things you take positive in next matches.
As for Australia, they return to South London, up to the nation's capital, where they play Sri Lanka on Saturday. It's a game they'll again expect to win, and if they can, they'll be on 8 points. They're already really well positioned due to the washouts and 1 point here, 1 point there, 3 wins in 4, the chance to play Sri Lanka. They won't be far away from a top 4 berth and playing in those semi-finals in July. Either way, it's been a great day of cricket here in Taunton. I'm thrilled we were able to be here for Crick Buzz Centre Stage. Adam Collins signing off. I'll talk to you tomorrow when India play New Zealand.